Okay guys, today we're going to be studying another Heather Galler painting. Today we're going to get a little bit more detailed, and this one's going to be a little bit more challenging than some of the past ones. We're going to use some of the skills that we've learned this year. The first thing we're going to talk about is creating the eyes of our animal. So if you took a look at that example in Google Classroom, she creates all different types of animals, and today we're going to focus on creating a dog. So we're going to start with kind of the same eyes that we used to create our self-portraits earlier this year. To do that, I'm going to start with just two horizontal lines like so. And remember, feel free to pause the video if I'm going too fast. Next, we'll do two little bridges over the top. And then we'll go ahead and fill in the inside part of the eye, the pupil. I want you to make sure you leave a nice big area here for the nose of our dog. And then from here, we're going to add just a couple more little details around the eye. A couple more lines. If you noticed on that photo, Heather Galler uses all sorts of colors and patterns and shapes. And we're going to kind of try to incorporate some of that into our art today too. Next, we're going to draw the top part of the cheek, which is going to kind of start at the eye and extend out. And we'll do the same thing over here. And then from those lines, we'll draw a line that goes directly up and then diagonally over. Now, this section here is going to become the bottom part of the ear. So if you think about it, this is going to be the bottom part of our triangular ear. We'll kind of curve that up. You can kind of make your ears how you want, depending what kind of dog you want to make. So some dogs have pointy ears, some dogs' ears will slant down. That's going to be up to you. You can use a picture of your real dog from home if you want. You can find a picture on Google, the type of dog that you like. Just add in a couple details to these ears here, lines and shapes. All right, next let's do the nose. So our nose is going to be kind of down here in the middle of our page. And we're just going to start with kind of a half circle. And then do your nostrils up a little bit higher here, line through the middle, and then kind of a little curve on top. Okay, next let's do our mouth. So this part can get kind of tricky. I'm using a marker. Again, a pencil is a good option if you need to erase. We're going to kind of go in from the cheek and down. Just make a little mark, in and down. And then this is going to kind of come across just below the nose. And then we'll kind of follow that line down to create our open mouth. Inside of here, we'll do our tongue. Do our big sharp teeth in the front, our smaller teeth, kind of go all the way around the tongue. And then I'm just going to go ahead and color this all in black. The inside of our mouth is going to be dark, so we'll add that in there. Okay, next let's finish off the bottom of the jaw. So this line will kind of come down. Oops. Down. There we go. And depending on how much room you have, I'm going to kind of finish off the neck of my dog going this way. Just do a couple more lines here, maybe one more there. And now from here, we're just adding patterns to our work, and then we'll start to add some color at the end. So I'm going to kind of break this into different sections. I want this to kind of be a big shadow on this side. Split this into some different shapes. Do a shape right there. Triangle. Polka dots. Shape here. Add some stripes. And you can go crazy with this part and really make this look very interesting. If you took a look at her examples, she adds, you know, at least 10 or 12 different patterns into her work, and then same things, 10 or 12 different colors. But if you want yours to look more realistic, you can go down that path as well. One thing I did notice on a lot of her work, to make it look more realistic, she is adding in some shadows. So I'm going to choose a dark colored crayon, and I'm just going to lightly add in some shadows where I think they'll go. So down below the nose, the light won't really hit that. Beneath some of these eyes, do a shadow here. You could use a black crayon for this too. I'm just choosing to go with purple. Probably right here below the mouth. So anywhere where the light won't get to, that's where you're going to want some shadows. Do a little bit around the eye. There we go. Maybe over here under this eye. And then as you are continuing your drawing, I want you to just fill this whole thing with color. So as you progress, you can leave some of it white, but I suggest trying to fill this in with as much color as possible. All right, guys, I will see you next week. Please remember to bring your clay for our clay project.